Hello, friends. This is another episode of your favorite podcast, or maybe you didn't even know it existed until today. It's called Put in My Mouth. I'm Lala.
I'm Judith.
Hi, Judith.
Hi, Lala.
You look really good in red.
Oh, thank you. I got red shoes on.
Oh my God, good kicks. I mean, we both have really good kicks on, if I do say so myself.
Okay.
Our guest also has good kicks on, but we'll get to those.
Get to that.
Yeah. So you did something super fun. You spent a fuck ton of money.
A fuck ton of money. I saw Beyonce on Saturday.
Congratulations.
It was really great. And her last tour, I put it off. I was like, I don't know if I want to go. Do I want to go? I don't know. And I ended up going to see her in Houston. So this time I was like, no, Judith, get yourself together. Do it right.
Oh, wow. A big breath.
Okay. It was incredible. She's incredible. I mean, I'm old. I've seen a lot of stadium shows. This was in the top 5 for sure. It's amazing. Like it's magic. So, like the things that the technical stuff looked like magic to me.
Okay.
She sang the whole time.
Yeah.
She's dancing. Like there was never a moment where I was like, I'm kind of bored.
Did you see Blue Ivy? Was she dancing? Was she there?
Yeah, she was there for like half the show. Okay, so I really enjoyed myself. And then like in the subsequent days, I'm on the internet and people are like, this show is more than a show. It's life-changing. Everyone needs to be like really like serious. And I was like, ew, shit, get yourself together. But then I thought about when I saw Madonna's reinvention tour in like, I don't know, 2004.
Okay, because you're the biggest Madonna fan ever.
Okay,
and
I
you
will say that like all of
dollars.
the things that Beyonce did, like Madonna has done. Like it's not like she's reinventing the wheel, but she does it at like a level 10. But after the reinvention tour, I had to call my mommy because I was like inspired and like excited for life, and I was like raring to go. And
I'm
like,
missing out on
like,
all of this.
I had to call my mommy. So I feel like that was what a lot of people experienced for this show.
Okay, I think I'm kind of like a late Beyonce bloomer. Like
I was too. Absolutely 100%.
I mean, Destiny's Child is Destiny's Child, but I was never
It was the Renaissance album that pushed me over the edge.
Yes.
The
I mean,
90s
Lemonade, I think I was like, oh, wait, there's something else to this Beyonce person.
But like 90s house music, hype.
But yeah, Renaissance really did it for me. I could not stop listening to that. Cowboy
and that
Carter's
show
a great
was
album.
remarkable. And this show was even better. It was fucking magic.
I love hearing this from you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't have to call my mommy afterwards, but I did tell my mommy about it later. But I didn't have to call her like immediately afterwards.
Awesome. I think our guest also mentioned that they were at the Beyonce show. We've seen some pretty good shows. We saw Spice Girls together. Remember that in college?
Vaguely.
It was at Merriweather Post Pavilion, and it was... Our guest is gesturing. It was when they were a foursome. It was when Ginger Spice.
Oh, I'm seeing it. Merriweather. Okay, we're outside, but we were in. Oh,
yes. And remember, we took my little sister, who's not so little anymore. I mean, she's has kids and is a wife. But
wait, no, we took your little sister to see NSYNC at Merriweather Post.
Okay, well. We also then took her to see the Spice Girls because I remember she dressed up.
I feel like we were using her as an excuse.
Just to go to these shows.
Like, oh, we're taking this kid. She's a kid. We're taking the kid. It's not about us.
Look, NSYNC, that show
was great. They were the Marionettes, right? They were like
dear to my heart. NSYNC.
Absolutely.
Forever and ever. Amen. To see them perform again would just be a dream.
Yeah.
Here's one for you.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill. NSYNC. New Kids on the Block, Backstreet Boys.
I would kill.
There's only one right answer, Judith.
Kill Backstreet.
Yes, that's the correct answer.
I would
gasp from our guest.
And I would fucking NSYNC.
And then you would marry New Kids on the Block?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's...
I feel like they're husband material, right?
I don't know, I might marry NSYNC and... might just want to fuck New Kids. Jordan or Joey specifically of the time. Not now.
Yeah, that's a hard one. No, I'm gonna stick with it.
Also, I know I've told you this, but I'm gonna tell the listeners because this is one of my proudest moments in life. Mine and Audra's birthday, I think it was like the second year we lived in LA or third year, had a bunch of people over, and after the club, And guess who came into our apartment and played us Happy Birthday on Audra's Casio keyboard?
Cassie, I don't know.
Jordan Knight was in my West Hollywood
how did
apartment.
That happen?
Dude, because I was with Jerry and Paul and they're big choreographers, and we were with Brittany at the Standard, and
she didn't want to come over and play on the Casio keyboard.
But her bodyguard did, and then Jordan Knight somehow was like, I'm here. Like,
this is a weird story.
I have many weird, random LA celebrity stories.
So
but I also have a photo of it, so I can prove it.
Thank you, and good night. And then he walked out the door.
He hung out all night. I have a photo of me and Jerry and Paul and Jordan Knight from a clicker camera that you had to go to the Rite Aid to develop.
So random.
Yeah.
I love it.
Proudest moment of my life. Anyway, we should probably bring on our guest. Okay. We'll talk to him about pop music. All right. Our guest, let's see. His food has been described as confrontational.
Oh, shit.
He's previously had cornrows. He's a food TV host. He's a restaurant owner. He's a hip hop lover. He is a Top Chef winner and a New York native. Welcome to the show, Ilan Hall. Clap, 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 clap. What's up?
Hi. For being
I
here.
have so much to add in this conversation.
Okay.
I've seen the Spice Girls live. I've seen New Kids on the Block live.
Okay.
And you know who opened? It was on their reunion tour. And you know who opened for them?
Who?
Before she was famous?
Who?
Oh, shit.
Name one of the biggest pop stars in the world.
Taylor Swift.
No, not Taylor
Sabrina Carpenter.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga opened. It was right after I moved to LA. And
wait, so what year are we talking?
2008.
Holy shit!
They were on their like New Kids on the Block reunion tour. It was a huge stadium.
I am
thing.
so jealous that you.
I saw them at the Staples Center.
Dear God.
And opening for them was Lady Gaga, who nobody had ever heard of. She was kind of popular in Europe and played, I think, did like Poker Face or one of her like big breakout hits, and kept telling the audience that like, hey, this is a really big hit in Europe, like trust me, like basically convincing us that she's a star.
Wow.
But just not yet. And then like,
and you're like, yeah, whatever. Who
later,
is this?
She emerged as Lady Gaga in the United
Holy
States.
crap.
It was pretty crazy.
Saw her open for New Kids. What a time.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a time.
Yes, I've seen lots of pretty amazing. I saw Beyonce guest at Jay-Z's Black Album concert. I've been to a lot of like weird one-offs. I was at the Jay-Z R. Kelly concert when R. Kelly ran off stage and said somebody was trying to wave a gun at him.
Oh my.
And then I've lots of.
Oh,
we could have a whole podcast just on that.
Just on strange concerts.
I think offshoot, maybe we get together and we do that.
Yeah.
Just as like
we
a
could
different
just do
thing.
that.
We just do that.
We just have a conversation. We'll record
it or not. But anyway, it'll be great. Here's my first question for you.
Sure.
Why is the first thing that when you Google your name, it says, why is Ilan Hall in season 2 such a prick? Are you a prick?
Whoa. That's the first thing that comes up.
I'm sorry. I'm coming out confrontational.
Yes. Answer is yes. Was maybe.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, you could say that I was. It's a...
What year?
What year
you won Top Chef season 2. What year was that?
We filmed it in 2006. It finished in 2007.
Okay.
So I was like 23.
Who's
you were a little prick baby.
A prick at 23.
Everybody's a prick at 23.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. I did things in my 20s that I wouldn't do now.
Weird.
I behaved in ways in my 20s that I wouldn't do now. I happened to be in front of a
Curious.
camera when I did some of these things.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I was assholeish. I was competitive. I was, trying to make good television.
I tried to.
And obviously you did. You won it. You won the television.
I won. I won the cooking competition. And I was on the television.
Yeah.
Same.
Are you watching the current season? Okay. No, you're not.
I haven't seen. Did it end yet?
I don't know, but I'm behind. But I have watched every time.
I'm behind like 10, 15 seasons. I mean, I was there. It was season 2, so it was over 18 years ago.
Yeah, and like people didn't really know exactly what that was then. It wasn't like an established
Right. It wasn't like, another
thing.
Top Chef.
Yeah.
No, but it's really interesting how engaged people were then as compared to how they are now. Like most people in the industry were watching the show because it was one of a few cooking competition shows that people,
It wasn't a genre yet.
a genre.
Genre.
Yeah, it wasn't-
Genre.
So it's interesting. Like people don't even. I mean, I still watch. I watched a bunch of last season. I watched a majority of last season because I'm friendly, with some people. I'm friendly with Danny Garcia and
oh
his
yeah,
wife,
Time and
Samaya.
Tide, yes.
And he's amazing, and like we have mutual friends, and so I watched that season. He was amazing, but I, just a lot of it I just haven't. It's a
That's
lot
okay.
of TV to watch.
It's a lot of
That's okay.
television, and now it's one
seasons.
of hundreds of
I
cooking
don't
shows.
watch the show. Honestly, I don't watch all the Food Network stuff that I'm on. I watched something today because I might be doing something else that I have to study for. But I haven't watched a majority of things on Food Network that I've been in the past 4 years. And I just figured out a way to find it through like foodnetwork.com. Like I didn't even know how to watch it. So, yes.
Well, you were there.
You were there.
Yeah, but
you did it.
I mean, I watched some of it. I like making TV. I mean, it'd be nice to see it.
Yeah, we're going to talk all about all the TV that
Sure.
you made. But first, let's take it back. Let's go way back. Let's go back to your backstory,
Sure.
as it were. So your dad's a chef?
Mm-mm.
Or your cousin is a chef?
My cousin's a chef.
Your cousin's a chef.
My cousin's a chef.
Okay, and your parents are both immigrant Jewish parents.
Yes.
Dad from Scotland.
Dad from Scotland. Mom was born in Israel. Now,
Okay.
Grew up in Queens.
So you were born in New York.
Yes.
And you worked in high school at a fish market.
Yes.
And then you went to CIA. You went to culinary school.
I went to Italy first.
Okay, so I was going to say, how did you know that you wanted to cook from such a young age? Like, what was the spark of all of that?
Well, it was a combination of my dad and my cousin. So my dad still cooks dinner for my mom every single night.
Okay, so not a chef, but did cook a lot.
Did all the cooking
Yes.
in the house and was an incredible cook. And sort of, he jokes that he did it out of necessity. Like they got married. My mom was 19, my dad was 23. And
Babies.
after like a couple of days, like he started getting hungry and he just assumed that she was going to cook dinner and then she just didn't.
She did not.
She's like,
my mom's not a bad cook,
I didn't agree
but she
to
just
that.
doesn't do it very, very often. So it was one of those things where he's just like, okay, I guess this is my job now. And then just did it. And so he started cooking and he just cooked very simply, but he makes beautiful food. He cooks it really well. Beautiful meats, fish, chicken.
And so the fish market job, was that just like something to do or something you were interested in?
Well, no, it started off as just a job. I mean, I got a job. I was bussing tables at 13 for a little bit. And then the next job I got was in this fish market. And it was just one of those things where it was local. We would buy fish there all the time. It was, half a mile down the street from my parents' house. I could walk or ride a bicycle there, and it was
better than a paper route.
Yeah, no, and it was fun. I would engage with people. I would work at the cash register, and slowly they pushed me on to actually cutting, filleting fish, and serving customers. And they also had a lot of prepared foods that they did there, and so I was working with the guy and sort of figuring out how to.
And so you were like, I'm into this. I like this. Maybe I might want to do this. And so culinary school happened.
Well, it was like I also wasn't doing very well in school, and I kind of had no idea what I wanted to do, and I was bringing home fish and I was cooking it. My dad would teach me how to cook it, and so I sort of parlayed that into, my high school had an incredible program where I was allowed to create my own internship, and so with the help of my mom, I found this program in Florence in Italy, and so
in high school.
Yeah. So I was 17. I went to Florence, and so I did my final year of high school in Italy, and so I was able to.
Of course, you're going to be a chef or an artist.
Well, it was great. I went to.
How are your painting skills?
Terrible. I can sculpt okay, but no, I fell in love with just living on my own at 17. I mean, I was with some other kids, but there was a matriarch that owned the place that we lived in, but she wasn't. She was Italian.
You didn't die.
No. I traveled all around Europe by myself and with friends. It was great.
I mean, we did that. But we didn't do that until college.
We were much older. We were 19.
Yeah.
Way older.
Judith lived in England or in Italy, and I lived in England. We both did the study abroad things. Yeah. It was about to be 17, and
I just did it a little earlier.
Yeah.
But it was great. And I have friends still now from that I lived with that were sort of, I stayed in touch with.
And so you came back and you hit the ground running.
And I went to CIA immediately. So I was working in a restaurant there and I was taking courses. And then I applied to CIA while I was there, got in, which I don't think is very hard to get in. And then I went to CIA and I just sort of did that whole program I did it for 3 years. I was supposed to do the bachelor's program, but I dropped out of that because it was a lot of management stuff, and those were the only classes I was doing really badly in. And so
I'm bad at this. I don't like it.
Yeah.
After 2 years, I was like, I'm just going to do baking and pastry in Napa Valley. So I went for my third year in Napa Valley, which also was horrible when you're 20 because it's so fucking boring.
Yeah.
And it's just there's nothing.
It's no Florence.
It's not. It's no, but it's beautiful, physically beautiful. But Napa Valley is a very strange place. I need to get back to New York as soon as possible, and I started working at Kraft,
which is kind of a crazy sort of loop.
Yeah.
Because did you know Tom Colicchio?
I didn't know Tom Colicchio. A friend of mine that was in culinary school was a huge fan of his, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." So I went there.
And Kraft was your first job out the gate?
Well, my externship in culinary school was at Oriole, which is a place that used to exist. Charlie Palmer, incredible, like classic New York restaurant. And actually, the team that I was working with the restaurant was amazing. The food was amazing. The team I was with was amazing. Some familiar people you may know. Do you know Amar Santana, who was runner-up on Top Chef a few seasons ago?
I do.
He's
yes.
in Laguna Beach. I've known him since culinary school. And then Brian Voltaggio became sous chef when I was there.
We're Maryland people, so yes, those Voltaggios.
So it's funny because I saw Brian. I filmed a show with him, but I just saw him in South Beach for the Food and Wine Festival, and we were talking, and we realized that we worked together 24 years ago.
Yesterday.
Like
24 years ago, we were working in it's like insane.
You were like people doing things.
It's like I still feel relatively young, and then
seriously, like I can't be more than 25 or 26.
It's insane. It's
child labor.
Like most things don't make me. Being a dad doesn't make me feel old. Like all these things don't make me feel old, but for some reason, like the fact that I worked with him decades ago was like kind of a little bit fucked.
Decades, yeah.
So
when you put it that way,
so you end up at Kraft, and I assume that you did work with Tom Colicchio at the time.
Yes, so Colicchio was there a lot. He came into the kitchen the most inopportune times. Like he would come, it was the first Thanksgiving. I only worked there for 6 months, and I got fired, just to sort of preface it.
Oh, what'd they fire you for?
Not being good.
Oh, okay, great, cool.
I had this like amazing resume where I was working at all these places, but I
didn't live up to the hype.
No, I couldn't. I wasn't very good.
Wasted potential.
Really good at writing a resume.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a skill.
In Italy, I studied under this pasta master. This whole.
It sounds good on paper, but also I suck.
I was like internal ChatGPT, but so Colicchio would come in, and he was always cool. Like he wasn't like an asshole but he would, like we were doing Thanksgiving, and this whole menu was planned out. We were going to do this stuffing, and it had all these different components that you had to cook separately. And then he comes in, he's like, no, it's like assorted vegetable. And he just threw everything together. Like for the entire batch, for the entire day of Thanksgiving, we had full seating and completely fucked everything up. Because Brussels sprouts don't cook at the same time as mushrooms, and don't cook at everything needed to be separate, and he completely so he would come in, do something like that, and then leave. So he would come oh, let me show you how to do it, and then just leave, and we had to sort of fix problems. But no, he was a really sort of. It's funny that it was funny at the time that he became the head judge on Top Chef, because he wasn't really known as a very social person at work. Like he was a little bit, like he is on the show, he's a little bit sort of awkward. He's a little bit reserved. Yeah. And so we're just like, he's going to be a TV star. It just didn't make sense. But I only found that out after I actually left or was asked to leave Kraft.
For a second.
Did he remember you?
He did remember me, and actually
did he apologize for the stuffing?
No, but he had to say something. They never aired it, and I think subsequently people that have worked for him, they've had to air a preface and being like, "Hey, I worked with this person. Yeah. They're not getting preferential
every
treatment."
article in the Washington Post has to, about Amazon has to say. By the way, the Washington Post is owned by Jeff Bezos.
So he said that when we all came out, and we were like, some of you are familiar faces. Ilan Hall used to work for me, but that's not going to have any sort of preferential treatment. And it was funny because I sort of mumbled to everybody. I'm like, I got fired from there. Like clearly.
Did you say that on the show?
I said it to people, but they didn't air any of it. But yeah.
All right. So then you ended up at Casamono.
Yes, I ended up at Casamono.
Which is still around and still great.
Yeah. No, Casamono to me is still one of the best restaurants in the city. And that was where I became myself.
I love that little room.
It's I spent so many hours there. It was like my home.
Not sucking.
Yeah, no. You must have been good there.
Because sort of it was difficult. Kraft was just a difficult environment. Oriole was a more difficult environment, but it was so oppressive and so aggressive in that like sort of like militaristic way where it just sort of forced you to be a certain way. Craft was a little bit different. It was kind of very cliquey. And I'm cool with people that used to work there, even the person that fired me. Because I don't like to burn bridges.
Not in this industry, sister.
No, but it's just like it's pointless to me. It's just I just want to sort of be cool with everybody to the point where actually they told me even after I got fired, I was cool with people there, and I would like show up. Like I remember New Year's Eve one day, I just sort of walked in to use the bathroom, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing here?
Like, I'm
you don't work here anymore.
I need to use the restroom."
I got yelled at by the chef, and I was just like,
"Oh shit."
So
send me out a dish or two. What's up?
But Casamona, I mean, the second I met, I get a call from my friend Liz, who worked at Kraft, and she's just like, and I'd already eaten at Casamona, and she's like, come meet Andy, come meet the owner and chef, and like, just sort of, I went there and immediately I knew that that's where I wanted to be.
And that is how you got scouted for Top Chef, yeah?
I didn't even get scouted for Top Chef.
How did that happen?
So, it was so stupid.
We love a stupid story.
I never watched the first season. I saw ads for it on my way to work, but I like billboards. But I never watched it. A friend of mine was like, "Hey, the show's awesome. You should try out for it. They're casting for the second season." Got me like, I think it was a website link to be in person. It was somewhere in the city. And I remember I'm like, "Oh, that's my day off. Perfect." I got dressed. I like was all ready to go. I go to check the address again. And it was the day before.
Oh, shit.
So I completely missed it. And it said at the bottom, it's like, but you can also send in a video. And so I went around the corner of Radio Shack because they had a really good return policy and I couldn't afford to buy like
Radio Shack.
Radio Shack.
Radio Shack.
Yeah, on First Avenue between 14th and 15th, that Radio Shack.
Oh, yeah. Like the Radio Shack.
And so I went there, bought a camera, bought a pack of tapes, had my roommate at the time in my 300 square foot apartment, who was the chef from Casamono's cousin, my friend Maria. She just filmed me like making ramen noodles that were in, like, it was like bullshit, and I like squeezed mayonnaise. I was just like being a prick on camera because I was just like,
everybody loves an asshole. It's great for TV.
So let me just do it. And so I did it, and less than a week, I sent it in. Less than a week, I got a call. They're like, "Hey, we really like your tape. Why didn't you come to the interview?" And I told them why. They're like, "That's great. We want to interview you one more time." I had returned the camera, by the way.
Yeah.
They're like, "We want to interview you one more time on the phone, on speakerphone, but you have to film yourself."
No.
So I had to fucking go back to Radio Shack. I still had an extra tape, but I had to go back to Radio Shack, do it, and then return it again. And literally, from when I sent the first video in, it was maybe 2 weeks. And they're like, "We want you to come out to LA and do a final interview." I go out for a final interview, and like within 3 days, they're like, "You're a part of the cast." So like,
that's so
sending
quick.
a video in,
you're like,
crazy.
"Wait, I have to go back and return the
video, the
camera to
Radio
Shack."
I should have kept it. That would have been cool. But so yeah, so that was it. That was how I got on Top
So
Chef.
I read a quote that you said you figured it out. You figured out the formulaic system of Top Chef. You figured it out episode 5. What's the formula?
Yes.
What did you figure out in order to win?
So there were a couple things. Episode 5, I basically realized that there are certain types of food that they weren't not familiar with, but like that would be exciting for them. And a lot of that was stuff that I was cooking at Casamono. It was stuff that wasn't so popular. It wasn't standard Italian. It wasn't standard French. It was like just a little bit less known. And to me, it was the most delicious food being cooked in the city. I can argue that it still kind of is. And so I feel like I had enough dishes in my head from stuff that I've cooked, from a combination of things, where I was like, as long as I apply these in the right places, as long as my timing's good with when I shove certain things where, there's going to be times when I'm going to fuck around and like have fun. Quick fires, I never took them seriously. I never won one except for a group one. So I always was like, quick fire is when I can have fun. The main challenges is when like you drop certain things. There was one where we had to cater a big event for like at the Warner Brothers studios, and I knew like 4 different things. We had like 12 different items. The other team did 3 very well, and we just inundated them with like hors d'oeuvres. And so I knew there were certain moments where I was like, this is where I plug in this.
This is how you get the judge's favor.
This is how you get the judge's favor. And a lot of it was like, sometimes it's an hour before they eat what you've made.
Yeah.
So things are sitting. And so a trick that I figured out, and this is something I was actually talking to my friend May about earlier, because we've been doing a lot of Food Network competition.
Wait, Maylin, who also won Top Chef? Shout out.
But her first cooking competition was on my show Knife Fight, which is awesome. And she's amazing. And we've become incredibly close. But if you can figure out a way to, even after sitting for a long time, serving them hot food, even if they're not supposed to judge based on it, it makes so much difference.
Of course. How can they not?
Casseroles, things in cast iron, things that are like, think about insulation, things that are hot. So I did a fideos dish, which is like a fucking hot casserole.
Mm-hmm.
I did a take on a paella. I did, from the first elimination challenge that I won in the first episode, it was like a casserole. It was made with snails, and it was made with, so there was texture, there was something baked, and it was just like, as long as it's not going to solve everything.
No, but I'm sure
it's the little,
matters.
a little extra
when they're eating, like when my friend Sam, he did a thing with foie gras and like puff pastry, and
are we talking about Sam from your season? Sam
Talbot. Yeah. Also a very good friend.
Great chef.
Still talk to him on a daily basis. But like when you're serving something that's like beautifully presented, and then it's sitting for 45 minutes, sitting for an hour before anybody takes a bite, and then you're eating something that's fucking hot and rich, and it's just, so that was one of the things where I was like, okay, flavor profiles I'm fine as long as I can serve them food that is as hot as possible, and I think that I accomplished it.
I mean, you won.
No, I mean I did.
You won your season.
You did accomplish it.
But I look back and I was just like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, like every single time. But
you're also known for having the most controversial episode of Top Chef ever, and that was that was due to you and Marcel. Mm-hmm. You attempted to shave his head or some shit. Yes. Okay. That's all you need to know, basically.
Okay.
And which is why the whole prick thing happens, right?
Early 20s, right. You do stupid shit. Marcel and I are in a great place.
I was going to say, are you and Marcel friends now?
I love Marcel. I think he's incredible. He's got a beautiful son. Like, he's got an amazing marriage. His career has gone in incredible ways. Like, you didn't
permanently harm him.
Right.
I mean, I hope that I didn't. I don't think I did.
We'll have to have Marcel on and ask him.
We'll let you know. No, he's amazing. And like, I think, you do things that you regret when you're younger.
Sure.
And like,
hell yeah.
And when people,
and unfortunately you were on TV.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, people still write me online saying stuff, and I engage with everybody. Like, I don't try and like shy away from it, because I did those things. It wasn't like, you feel shitty.
Are there any, I mean, we can move on from Top Chef, but are there any people you don't like from Top Chef?
From my season
This
of
is
Top
a safe
Chef?
space. No one
actually listens to the
one
podcast.
Except my mom. So, and my dad.
Honestly, I got along with everybody. I mean, Betty, Elia is still one of my closest friends. We were just on 24 on Food Network together. I mean, Elia is like my sister. Yeah, no, I'm Michael Midgley. I'm like, I've kept up with as many people as I can. Some people I didn't keep up with as much. Some people kind of, but it just, that happens in life. But I got along with everybody, really. I mean, other than what happened between Marcel and I.
I love
but
to
now
hear
you're friends. How did Top Chef change your life?
The good, I mean, the bad. The bad, it made people think that I was a more serious, better chef than I actually was, because I wasn't even like a sous chef. I was just cooking on the line at Casamano.
But you had a great resume.
A well-written.
No, but it's weird. No, but think about it. It's weird when you're a kid and you're working towards something, and then all of a sudden people think that you should be way beyond what that is.
I mean, how old were you when you won Top Chef?
24.
Okay,
a baby.
Young.
And I had no intention. I would have stayed at Casamano for like another 3 years. It wasn't like, I loved working there. I loved the crew. I loved everything about it. But it was like this weird position where it was an open kitchen. People were coming in because the show was really popular. People were coming in all the time and just kind of
that's gotta be
engaging
strange.
and talking. And so it's like strange for my chef is standing right there.
Yeah, you're like,
the
I'm
chef
at work.
owner. And then Mari Batali, who was part owner of Casamano, is like talking shit with Anthony Bourdain, like jokingly, but like talking, like sort of making fun of me. And so I'm like in this awkward position where I'm like, I really probably shouldn't be here anymore. And so I left.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
What about the good ways that it changed your life?
The good ways.
I mean,
you
got
a lot of
100K,
opportunity.
right?
I mean, I got $100,000, which is a very bad idea to give to direct deposit $100,000 into a 24-year-old's bank account.
Yeah. Oh gosh!
How many pairs of Nikes did you buy?
I actually didn't buy any Nikes. The first thing I bought. This is very stupid. I bought
a video camera,
a Montclair vest.
Okay.
Which is now my son's because it is tiny on me. It was like $400. I was like, what the fuck? And then I bought actually a Chanel ceramic watch that I still have.
I was gonna say, where's that?
And then I need to get it fixed. But I still have that. And then I bought a 50-inch Pioneer Elite plasma TV.
Shit, to watch yourself on TV.
The Elite.
No. So those are my three like super dumb purchases. Then I was gonna buy an apartment because I was gonna put it down payment.
In which to place your 50-inch Elite plasma television.
Because I was still living in that tiny. It was, I say 300 square feet. I think it was maybe 175 square feet.
Yeah,
tiny loft in the East Village, and not even a loft. Why would I even call it a loft? It's like
because it was one
studio apartment. It's a closet,
like a cut-off corner of this. But no, I was gonna buy an apartment, and I had some work lined up with some people that I was gonna like open a place and a lot of it fell through due to a lot of reasons.
To life.
Okay, so then cut to you did open your own place, but in LA.
I needed to change my scenery. And so I decided to move to LA. I actually initially wanted to open up a tapas food truck.
Okay.
It was before the food truck boom, and I thought like that would be cool, move to LA, buy an old shitty taco truck and like do like Spanish tapas. And then I sort of came down to reality and realized how much food trucks actually cost. They're not really worth it. And so I just went around looking for space, and I had sort of this idea. And
yeah, can we talk about this idea?
Yeah,
because here's a quote from the late, great Jonathan Gold. Okay. Who I dined with once at Wolf's Mouth. You know Craig, right? Yes?
Been to Wolf's Mouth,
amazing. Dined with him there. Anyway, LA legend. He said that your food challenges your belief of what cooking should be, and it's designed to alienate as many people as possible.
Whoa!
He also called your food confrontational.
I love that review.
And that's because you were doing...
To alienate as many... Yeah, that's...
What a quote, right?
I'm going to put that on my resume.
Your restaurant was called The Gorbals.
Mm-hmm.
It was Scottish, your father, and then your mother, Jewish.
Yeah.
So you were doing bacon-wrapped matzo balls. And you didn't think that this would, or is that what you wanted? Did you want people to get pissed off?
The irony is that people were excited about it.
Well, yeah, I've never heard of this combination before.
Well, I got one piece of... Well,
I went to your restaurant, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I went to the Gorbals. I was living in LA then, and
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I had one email.
It was hot press, man, hot press.
It was fun. But I got one email from someone complaining about it, and then I wish I had the email still. I
wish you did too. It'd be fun to read.
I know. I got into this whole sort of, and it wasn't even a back and forth. I basically wrote a whole dissertation about how the rules of kashrut are completely ridiculous and how it was all marketing and it was all just like, you know, Jews being like, no, don't buy his filthy pigs.
Oh my God.
If you really go back.
I can't believe we can't read this email.
I actually would love to find it. Let me see if I can find it.
Can we just get the camera on Judith right now because she's over here dying?
Your food.
But basically,
I attacked his entire belief system about the food.
Well, no, I did. I did that. I wrote this whole thing, and then he emailed me back and apologized.
Okay.
And was just like, you know, I just felt a certain way immediately. Because all my kosher friends, they think it's fun. They would think it was funny. They wouldn't eat it, but they would think it's funny.
We like
they
a little irreverence.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and you don't have to eat it.
And way to get some press with the irreverence.
But it's like a social justice warrior, like trying to prove a point that I'm being offensive to not even you, because you don't even keep kosher. So what the fuck are you talking about? So it's just like, but what it really was, you know, it was confrontational. You said it was confrontational, but
he was correct.
What I was really trying to do was find the similarities between where my dad grew up and the type of food that my mom grew up with. Because my grandma's from Eastern Europe, and like, I just wanted to, you know, kishka and haggis are very similar. Like, there's a lot of crossover, you know, between different types of peasant food. If you have similar, you know, if you have similar access to similar things, to cheaper cuts, to lots of starches and grains to bind things, you get a lot of crossover.
I mean, Scotland honestly, is like way east of the gefilte fish line, right? The sweet and the savory gefilte, like way over there.
I mean, no one has, to my knowledge, has ever done that before.
Right,
so
like
way to be the most cool. Original ever.
I mean, it was difficult. It's hard to describe that to people. And oddly enough, at a certain point, our largest population of guests that would come into the restaurant were Filipino. We're Filipino and Korean. But that's like indicative of LA, because we were using ingredients. You know, I didn't have one prime cut of anything on the whole menu, because I also wanted the cost to be really low. So everything was gizzards, sweetbreads, or like offal, starting from offal. And I got this huge following of Filipino chefs where they were like, we fucking love this shit. It's cooked in a completely different way.
Should be all about.
This
is like, come on.
I would like stop and be like, everybody here, like, this is amazing to me. So it was like it was such. That's why I love LA and will always love LA, because it was such a different kind of melting pot than New York.
So how long was your run of the Gorbals in LA? Restaurant was open how long?
5 years.
5 years.
Something like that.
And then you brought it to Brooklyn.
Had an incredible opportunity to bring it to Brooklyn, where no expense was spared.
Because it was like an Urban Outfitters partnership.
So it was a deal. It was a partnership.
Whoa.
So they did the full build out, and it was, I mean, I couldn't have built I loved the way it was built. It was 3 levels. It was almost too nice for me. And so we had a bar, we had a wood fire grill with just like a 45-seat restaurant, and then we had a rooftop bar. And it was incredible, but, you know, all the money was made on the roof.
Oh.
You know, and so it kind of, it was lots of highs and lots of lows.
And
it was
how
really
did
sort of the end of it. And at a certain point I was like, we gotta
Urban Outfitters and I have to cut ties.
No, they were incredible. It had nothing to do with them. It was it's almost like doing seasonal business. It's like,
yeah,
it's hard to keep staff when it's cold and wet outside and people don't want to go 3 floors up to your restaurant, but then you really make all your money in the summer. It was just difficult to have any sort of normalcy.
And so having that close, like, how did that feel? Did you feel like a failure? Or what? Or did you just know it was the rules of the game? Or like how the restaurant...
At a certain point, I mean, it sucks. It sucks because it was like a space that I built out from scratch. You know, in LA, we worked with what we had. We sort of took this old space, retooled it with $60,000 is what it took to open up the first restaurant. You know, now in retrospect, the first restaurant will still have my heart. Like, that was every piece of energy and effort went into that.
Yeah.
And I painted all the walls myself.
You still have Ramen Hood.
Yes.
Which is a restaurant in LA.
Yes.
And it's vegan ramen.
Yes.
I have questions for you. Why
this
vegan?
Is a
why
swing.
LA?
I know.
You're a New Yorker.
Like, all right, let's go to the other end of the spectrum.
Right? Like, how did this happen? It's in Grand Central Market, which is like one of the oldest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been around.
I think it's the oldest food hall in the country.
Okay.
If not like one of a couple.
Vegan. Why did you choose to go vegan?
Well, I'll tell you. So we opened LA, we opened New York, we sold LA, we got out of it, sold out our lease because it was too much. We wanted to focus all on New York, which we probably should have just stayed in LA and just like kept that restaurant going forever. But so then we had this opportunity in Grand Central, and we had the opportunity before I had the concept, because I always loved Grand Central Market, and I thought like the space was amazing.
It really is.
Reminded me of the Boqueria in
Barcelona,
and like it felt. And so originally I wanted to open up like a tapas thing. I always wanted to open tapas.
You can't get away from those tapas.
The opportunity for this space came. A spot, and we were playing around in New York with like, I would do this dish where I pressure cook sunflower seeds and make it like risotto. It's a concept that Alex Talbot from Ideas in Food came up with years ago. A bunch of people say it's original, but it's really his idea.
Okay.
You know, a lot of friends of mine have like put it on menus, whatever.
Sure, we all borrow and steal.
But every season I would change the flavor profile of it. I have miso, I've got mushrooms, and I've got kombu, because I always wanted it to be vegan.
Why?
Because I wanted to have good vegan options. I always had good vegan options on my menu.
Even though you yourself are not vegan.
Yeah, but like you need to feed other people.
Sure.
You know,
very
like,
niche and a good way to make money if we're being honest.
Yeah. So I made this dish, this pressure cooked sunflower seed risotto, and there was lots of leftover liquid. I was like, wow, this tastes like ramen broth. It's super rich and super thick. And then like a light bulb went off. We already were working on this space, but didn't have a concept. And the space that we took over was already going to be a ramen shop. And so kind of like a lot of things connected very quickly. I spoke to who's my current business partner who was working at Noma at the time. I was like, and he's been ramen obsessed his whole life. I'm like, hey, come back to LA. Let's do this thing together. And so that was the genesis
Ramen Hood.
Of Ramen Hood, yeah.
When did you open Ramen Hood?
2015.
Still going strong.
Yeah, still so over 9 years.
So you go back and forth to LA?
Not as much as I'd like to, but yes.
So you are a New Yorker who actually enjoys LA. I love that because I love LA so much too. 22 years there and I'm obsessed.
I think it's difficult. I think it's difficult right now, especially for restaurants. You know, so many people that are closing. But I mean, it was so good to me as a city. It was so nourishing and so, you know, I met my spouse there. We had our son there. I met so many friends that honestly, I think I'm way more tapped in, even being gone. I've been gone for 13 years almost, 12 years. And I feel more connected still to chefs in Los Angeles than I do here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So any current restaurant plans for New York or what?
No. I was talking to May earlier and we're just like,
I think it might be no.
Nobody should ever open a restaurant again. Like we have too many. So
I mean,
we need to cut down, but
there are a lot of restaurants.
But all the tropes that people, it's such difficult margins. It's so fucking hard, even when you are
food costs
killing
are
it.
So high. I did love her restaurant Nightshade.
Nightshade's
it was
incredible.
So great. Yeah.
Like food costs are so high. Employee costs, everything is so expensive. Rent is so expensive. Everything is stacked against you. It is such a bad idea.
Never open a restaurant.
All right, got it. This is what we learned. Never open.
And he says that right to camera. All right, so that brings us to then kind of currently like what you're doing now. You're a food TV host. You hosted the show Knife Fight, which was for Esquire.
4 seasons.
I'll
keep looking.
You produced a show called Food to Get You Laid.
Yes.
Tell us about that and what food will get me laid.
Well,
take notes.
It was.
I'm in a dry season.
So no, it was incredible. Actually, an incredible concept that we loved. It was that we were going to do this. Me and my partners in it, Kevin and Rich Kim. They came to me with Rich came to me and he's like, hey, I'm trying to sell some TV shows. Like, do you have any ideas? And we had this idea kicking around, Food to Get You Laid, and he really loved it. And it kind of pushed it to the side because he wanted me to be the host. I was like, I'm not it didn't feel like a right fit. Like I'm not.
I'll co-host that shit with you. Let's go.
No, but what I'm saying is, so we found this incredible host. We teamed up with some great producers and we sold it to Logo. And we only did 1 season, but the host was this guy, Ronnie Wu, who was incredible.
So is this something you would want to do more of? Produce other people's careers?
No, I love making television in any way. Like really, it's not about, I enjoy being in front of the camera. I feel comfortable doing it, but it's not like, I just like making it. I like working with crews. I mean,
you work on Food Network all the time. You're like a regular judge on Guys Grocery Games and like Tournament of Champions. And have you been on Beat Bobby Flay or no?
No.
Oh,
I was in the crowd a few months ago watching my friend, and I sent Bobby a text being like, "Oh, your crew's great," like thinking like maybe like, "Hey,
right, hey."
I don't have an agent anymore. Like I don't try and like everything.
Like you're not trying to go on Iron Chef?
No, there's no Iron Chef anymore.
But, God damn it, really?
But I
thought they brought it back.
No, but like all of my relationships, all my TV opportunities are through friends. It's all through like relationships with people. It's not like an official, because we don't do it for money. Not enough people watch it. It's not really going to like push business. It's really like, it's for fun. It's to connect with my friends. It's to connect with the crew, and it's for really good airline miles, you know?
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, you know, it's I love making it, and that's what it's about. So it's not, you're not going to get, unless you're hosting, producing, selling. Like even when I had Knife Fight, where it was the inaugural show on Esquire Network, I was the executive producer, I was the host, I was double dipping and technically making more money than everybody else, it wasn't a lot of money. It wasn't like
you do it for the love.
You do it because it's
the same
great,
reason we're doing this food podcast,
Honestly.
Judith.
Oh, right. All right.
We're not making money.
Weird.
In fact, I'm going into debt doing it. But that's cool. We just love having conversations on camera and drinking and
et cetera and so forth.
Yeah. So what do you see? What do you see in the future?
For me?
Yeah, bro.
Oh God. I don't know. Lots of calm.
Calm? No restaurants? More TV?
Probably less TV, to be perfectly honest.
Okay.
More content creation.
You are such a good content creator.
Instagram.
Hell
no,
yeah. Do you do the TikTok as well?
I have an account. I've posted things. I can't get the flow of it.
I can't either.
Same
I
with
can't
this
do it.
one.
I've tried.
Are we too old?
We're too old.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. I post the same videos. I don't get it.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe I've missed something. I'm really bad at like making money on the internet. Like I'm really good at getting free
no
stuff.
No OnlyFans?
And having
no feed pics?
Not yet.
Well, free stuff is kind of like getting paid.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't say that's
she doesn't see it the same way?
Like I'll go and do an event. She'll be like, "Are you getting paid for this?" I'm like, "No, but
I got this great swag bag."
I'll get like I went on a trip.
You're like, I got an immersion blender.
I did get an immersion blender. I went a really good one from Samek.
I got a sous vide machine.
I've got lots of sous vide machines.
Thank you, Anova.
Nova's amazing.
We love Anova.
No, but I work with brands and I end up I get expensive, cool stuff, but I don't,
Yeah.
There's like a threshold where you need to like get a certain amount of popularity and engagement to where it starts becoming, I think, actually profitable.
Let's talk about your friends in the industry real quick with a little fuck, marry, kill. All right.
Oh.
I'm gonna give you 3 people. Here are your options. Fuck, marry, kill. You've got Marcel.
Okay.
Guy Fieri, and Tom Colicchio. What? Where? Who you fucking? Who you marrying? Who you killing?
Holy shit.
Wow. The tension in the room.
That's horrible. You're a horrible person.
I'm sorry. Wait, I thought
she does kind of
people really want to know the answer to this.
Okay, I'm going to.
He doesn't want to say it.
I'm going to fuck Marcel.
Yeah.
I'm going to marry Guy. I'm going to kill Tom.
Bye, Tom. Sorry, Tom. Bye. You're out. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Wait.
Bad.
Pack your knives and go, Tom.
I mean, I technically would probably marry Tom, but I'm not gonna fuck or kill Marcel because
the process of elimination.
And Tom is less involved in my life than ever before.
He can go.
I see him like every 3 years.
Who's this
not
guy?
Really,
Yeah.
All right.
Tom's got to go.
Even though he gave me, he also fired me.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Tom's out.
But he wanted me to win.
Not a problem. Let's pivot from food for a minute. Let's talk hip hop.
Okay.
You're like super into hip hop.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what the internet says. Who's your favorite artist when you were younger? Like when you were in high school? Cameron.
Still is.
Oh boy.
Still.
That's all I got for you.
I don't like any of the new,
Wait, you don't like anyone new?
I stay current with music. I like music. I don't understand J. Cole. Like, I don't like him the way people love him.
Okay.
I don't get it. I
you
was
don't have
talking
to.
about that earlier.
You don't have to.
Look, there's a lot of things going on that I don't understand
Kendrick,
currently.
I understand Drake. Like, I get it.
Okay, Kendrick or Drake? Are you whose side of the beef you want?
They're different. Like,
how diplomatic.
I know. I feel like I have a very strong opinion on this.
And a lot of people do, but this is diplomacy. I love it.
They both provide different things. I think Kendrick is arguably the best lyricist of our time.
Absolutely.
But he cannot do what Drake does.
Interesting.
So in terms of popular music, having fun and dancing, which is a huge part of hip hop, Kendrick cannot do that.
Okay,
so
okay, you heard it here first.
Wow.
There's not they did a list of the songs of summer, and there is nary one Kendrick Lamar song on there, but there certainly is Nokia by Drake.
Interesting.
All right, so we're gonna play a game.
Let's go.
Okay, we're gonna play a game. It's called Whose Line Is It? Chef or rapper? Who said it? Okay? If we were drinking, we would make this a drinking game.
You can drink. Don't, because I'm not drinking.
You are the one playing the game.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Ready? My stove deserves a shout out. I'm like, what up, stove? And extra points. Maybe you should keep
if I know who it is?
Yes, specifically.
That's a rapper.
Rapper. Okay. Ding, 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 ding,
I
ding.
don't know who it is, though.
I should give you a little.
Oh, I thought you were going to...
When you get it right.
Okay.
All right? And bonus points if you know who said it.
I don't know who said it.
2 Chainz.
Okay. That sounds like 2 Chainz.
Okay. All right, here we go. A recipe has no soul. You as the cook must bring the soul.
As a chef.
Okay, correct. That's going to get annoying. That's a chef. What chef said it?
I don't know, Marco Pierre White?
Thomas Keller. Still get the point. Are you keeping track of these points
2
over
points.
here, Judith? Okay, great. She's in. All right, here we go. Salt is the difference between eating in Technicolor and eating in black and white.
That's a chef.
Correct. Also a personality, a writer, a reviewer, a lady.
Florence Fabricant?
Ruth Racco.
Ruth Fabricant.
But you get the point for
Okay.
knowing it's a chef.
3 points.
All right. Cooking is like painting or writing a song. Just like there are only so many notes or colors, there are only so many flavors. It's how you combine them that sets you apart. The notes or the flavors.
Rapper.
Wrong.
Wrong.
It's a chef.
Who?
Wolfgang.
Okay.
I'm in the kitchen. Yams everywhere.
No. It's not.
What rapper is that?
Is it Rick Ross?
It's Future. All right. I got more sauce than a pasta plate.
Rapper.
Correct. Who?
I don't know. These are not good.
This is Drake. All right. I used to sell snow. Now I chef a Michelin plate. I mean,
These aren't very...
this game is not that hard. Sorry.
This is a rapper.
That's a rapper.
What rapper is that?
Pusha T.
Okay.
Okay, just a few more because this is fun, even though it's dumb as hell. Got a grill in my mouth like I'm George Foreman.
Is that Paul Wall?
That's ludicrous,
Okay.
baby.
Luda.
Researching
Researching this must have been really fun.
I was cracking up while I was doing this.
But I want to know, like, what prompts you put into the Google. We'll talk later.
Yeah. If you're 22 and you're eating ramen noodles, you're not broke. You're a gourmet.
It's a chef.
Correct. What chef? You know this chef.
Can you give me like some hints?
You've been on his shows.
Guy?
That's a Guy Fieri
Okay.
quote, baby. All right, here's your last one. You
Okay.
can't fake passion. It's the fuel that drives cooking, music, everything.
That's a chef.
Correct. What chef is that?
Can't fake passion.
You mentioned his mentor earlier.
Oh, what?
Uh-huh.
Wait, what?
You said Marco Pierre White.
Oh, his oh, fuck.
You got it. Come on.
I'm
3,
fucking, no,
2,
I've
1.
Okay, it's
Blank.
Gordon Ramsay.
Okay.
I'm going to give you one more.
Oh, I wouldn't call Gordon his mentor.
No. Marco was Gordon's.
Yeah.
Yes, Gordon's mentor.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Who's your fuck, marry, kill for NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, and New Kids on the Block?
Well, marry Backstreet Boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. I disagree strongly with this choice.
Mary
but continue.
Backstreet Boys.
You think Backstreet had more hits than NSYNC?
I said marry.
What?
marry
No,
them.
is that your criteria?
I
What's
don't know.
your
Like if you're
criteria?
marrying, that's like the
Oh
deepest love.
I was thinking like just general feelings.
That's what I was going by.
Okay, fine. Continue. Sorry, I'm getting heated over here for no
vibes,
reason.
not content.
Continue.
Yeah.
Continue.
Just vibes.
Actually, a lot of people would say that Backstreet had more hits, but forever an NSYNC girl.
Fucking sync and kill New Kids. As much as I love New Kids, and
you got to kill somebody.
You
Is
gotta
the
kill-
hardest
you
part
gotta
of this
kill
game,
somebody.
I think. Sometimes.
Who you
and honestly,
fucking-
Jordan Knight's kind of a prick. He seems like a prick.
He was at my house.
I
You
know, but you have more.
He played
That's
the
an- I need
Casio
to see that
keyboard.
picture, by the way.
keyboard and sang me happy birthday. It was the nicest thing that's ever happened to me. Who you fucking specifically from NSYNC or just them as a whole?
Just as a whole.
Oh, the vibes.
Yeah.
He's
Just
fucking
me
the
and
vibes.
Fatone,
Yeah.
just like eye to
Yeah.
eye.
All of them.
We
I
actually
love
had
it.
the same agent for a year and a half.
Wow, that's hot. Let's head into our favorite segment here
Okay.
on I Don't wait, where are we? What's happening? On the Put It in My Mouth podcast. The segment is called I Don't Fuck With That.
I don't fuck with that. LZ.
I feel like I know the podcast.
No, seriously.
It's tearing up my heart right now.
Okay, I don't fuck with that.
Be honest. That's an NSYNC reference. All right, so we're going to talk about something that really pisses you off about this industry that we love so much. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me or Judith?
You guys go first.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first.
All right. What really pisses me off is bring me the to-go box.
Oh, yeah.
We had this conversation recently.
I hate Bring Me the To-Go box.
Oh. Really?
I hate Bring Me the To-Go box.
You want to remove the plate and then do it in the kitchen and then send it back out?
I want to do it myself.
No.
Oh.
When I moved to LA,
Are we
I never noticed
Are
that.
we in a fight?
So I never experienced that. It's always doggy bag, please, thank you. And then when I moved to LA and I said, can I get this to go? And they bring me a box. I'm like, what the fuck is this for?
Okay, I want that.
It made me like, I don't,
Angry?
it's not even a service. Like I was not used to it. Also, I wasn't used to people just calling me fool around like in LA, like as a term of endearment or just like, yo, dude. I like every time somebody called me fool, I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, we're talking about to-go boxes.
I know, I'm just saying like,
right now.
I love LA, but LA issues.
But the to-go boxes and
this
the
is why I want it. Because sometimes you want a little bit of the condiments. Like recently it might have been a steak club thing or whatever, but like I wanted the béarnaise sauce and I also like, there was like a little bit of potato, just like honestly 2 bites, but I want those 2 bites. And then I open up the box and the accoutrement is not in there and the potatoes that were still on the plate were not in there. I wanted to put all the things that I wanted to eat in the box and it didn't happen that way. And I got very upset about it. So bring me the to-go box.
She paid for the béarnaise and she wants to take it home.
Judith, what are you upset about?
Okay. And I feel like we've experienced this lately. I won't name names.
Okay.
When like the appetizers are really fucking good and the drinks are really fucking good and you are in it. And then the entrees are like, merp.
Oh, yeah. There's a very well-established restaurant that comes directly to mind when you say that.
You know, and it's like, you got me all revved up and now like,
That's
and
when
like,
I just want to make a meal out of the appetizers.
I mean, I'm not mad about that, but you should know that going in. If you don't know that going in and then you order like, and you know, come on, an entree, like, let's say it's $35, $40. And now you're like, well, I should have just had 2 more appetizers.
Sometimes that's the move.
I don't understand how that can happen. How can you compose a beautiful appetizer but not compose a beautiful entree? Like it's the same people making it. It's the same people designing it.
I
It's an
know.
enigma.
But like, what is it?
What is it?
Has this ever happened to you?
It has. I don't go out very much.
Okay.
So it's something that I hear people talk about a lot, but I don't get it. I mean, it's happened to me.
Yeah.
But it's.
And then you wonder why.
It is
like,
weird.
I've seen
it's the same
talent.
kitchen. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Why can you not pull off a larger plate?
Yeah, it's just bigger.
Right.
It's more to put in the
same
to-go
idea.
box that you've brought to me at my
Same
table.
idea. One was small. This
And
one's a
don't
little
call me
bigger.
fool.
Right.
Don't call me fool.
So what's yours? What's your hill? What are you dying on? One of many.
Just
Go.
restaurants. No more restaurants.
Okay.
I said this before. Stop opening restaurants. There's a lot of great ones. There's a lot of bad ones. There's enough to go around. And if people stop opening restaurants, then the restaurants that exist now can stay afloat because they aren't competing for all this new business.
That is...
Your idea is not better than what exists.
Oh.
And that space that's had 10 different places fail, you are not magically going to do your genius.
Ooh.
Wow.
Is not real. And what you think is going to make this place pop is not.
Isn't.
Stop opening restaurants. We got
Stop it.
He's here to just bring you down.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Well, now I have feelings about new restaurants.
Now I'm never
I feel like
opening a
it's immoral to go to a new restaurant.
In New York City, I think it is.
Hot take. Also, I just noticed your hat. I've been staring at you for the last hour and just noticed your hat.
It matches.
It's hot.
Yeah,
It matches.
red.
We're all
LA upside
coordinated.
down. Yeah. Matches my little LA upside down top.
Yeah, but also the red.
Right?
Yeah, the red. Oh my gosh.
Coordinated.
We
this.
called each other this morning.
All right, we're gonna head into our like quick fire rounds.
Hit me.
Is there anything you want to talk about before? Any of those bad deals? You want to name any names or no?
I mean, David Chang did stop following me on Instagram.
Oh.
He blocked me on Instagram.
Oh, wait.
That's about
he
it.
blocked you?
No,
He
that's
blocked
different.
me about a year and a half
Wait.
ago.
Wait, why?
Wait,
I said something that probably upset him.
What did you say? Hence the Google, why is Ilan Hall such a prick?
See, I am still a prick. I'm
How sad is
It
it?
was
Like
during-
now being a prick is like, I said something on Instagram.
Yeah, why the fuck would he block you? Tell us what you said.
okay. It actually wasn't even a funny joke, as my friend Jeremiah keeps pointing out. He always tells me when I'm not funny.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Okay, we all know Jeremiah. He's been on the pod.
Because he is. I know. I've watched the episode because he, has perfect humor all the time.
That's sarcasm.
No.
We're talking about Jeff Jeremiah Stone of Contra and why.
No, but so it was during the whole fiasco of him copywriting Chili Crisp, Chili Crunch.
That was a dick move.
So everybody's hating on him. Everybody's mad at him, rightfully so. I have history. We used to work together. I have history with him pertaining to things that happen business-wise that I'm not the biggest fan of his, but whatever. So he posts a picture of something of like an x-ray of his back or some medical procedure of like a collapsed disc or something. Like he had something went wrong and he had to get it fixed.
Sure.
And
hours on your feet as a
I
chef will do
wrote
that.
underneath, because the whole debate with Chili Crisp, Chili Crunch was that he was trying to copyright Chili Crunch.
Right.
But in Chinese, the difference between crisp and crunch is like they're like the same word. And so people were having issue, rightfully so, because they're like, you can't copyright like
that, yeah.
crunchy. Like it's like stupid. And so I said, wow, looks like you really crunched your back, or did you crisp it?
Oh,
and I thought it was funny.
I think it's funny.
A few people said it was funny. And then within moments, it started getting tons of like likes and things. And then a few moments later, it was gone and he blocked me.
Honestly, he set that joke up and you knocked it down. Let me just state that for the record.
Absolutely should.
Come on.
And have you seen him since?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I used to work with him. We used to be cool. And then once I did Top Chef, he was not very, he thought that I wasn't deserving.
Oh.
And so that set off, he probably doesn't think about me at all, but that set off a little bit of a chain of events that kind of had us not really loving each other.
We're heading into our last little segment. It's a quick fire, so it's whatever comes into your head.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Starting off strong with, what is your favorite NSYNC song?
I Want You Back.
Best NYC dining neighborhood?
Neighborhood or borough?
Neighborhood. We're getting specifics.
Woodside, Queens.
Queens? All right, dope. As an LA and a New Yorker, In-N-Out or Shake Shack?
Shake Shack, you fucking kidding me?
Okay, all right, look.
In-N-Out is, I have given In-N-Out so much time, and it's just
it fails you every time.
I cannot get behind it. My
Yeah.
wife loves it.
Yeah.
I've really tried.
You've given it a
Really
good
tried.
shot. Okay. All right.
Tupac or Biggie?
Biggie.
What do you think you cook the best?
Rice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife is half Japanese, raised completely Japanese, and so me making rice is incredibly important. We don't use a rice cooker.
There you go.
If she would cook rice, she would need to use a rice cooker, but we don't have one, and I always make rice.
So
I
you
do it in a
always have to
pressure
make the
cooker,
rice.
stovetop.
Nice.
Okay, so then a tool that you can't live without in the kitchen.
Pressure cooker now.
There you go. What's your kitchen hype song?
Currently?
Yeah.
While you're making the rice.
Honestly, the past few days I've been listening to Johann Strauss. My grandma, the anniversary of my grandma, this is like a little bit deep, but the anniversary of my grandma passing away was a few days ago.
Okay.
And so I've been just like listening to Viennese classical music.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Shout out, Grandma.
Okay.
Yeah. My grandma was awesome. She lived till 103.
Oh, wow.
That's
You
enough.
got longevity.
Come on, that's
Yeah,
enough.
escaped Hitler, like the whole kit.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
That's fine.
All
That's
right.
fine.
Well, your go-to drink or cocktail of choice?
Coke Zero.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What? I feel like the Coke Zero Diet Coke wars are a thing.
My wife is Diet Coke. I'm Coke Zero.
Okay.
And I'm strong, just Coca-Cola,
no diet,
regular.
But yeah, but I've heard tell of this.
Okay.
Coke Zero tastes more like Coke.
Okay.
I mean,
I think they're both garbage, but that's fine.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
What's your favorite slice?
Favorite type of slice or place?
Place.
Oh, Mama's too.
Mama's too. What do you order? What's your order at Mama's too?
They're New York, like they're a classic slice.
Yeah, so good.
It's fucking flawless.
Best bagel.
Utopia.
Okay.
In Bayside. I mean, given I haven't been to their new locations, I'm sure it's just as good. But the one in Bayside is close to where my parents live, so I go there.
What would you be if you weren't a chef?
Carpenter.
A carpenter? Okay.
Yeah, I like building shit.
Like
I'm not very good at it, but I like building shit.
Cool. Guilty pleasure, even though we don't believe in that.
Guilty pleasure. I feel like I don't know, potato chips, crispy potato chips.
And then my next question is your favorite Stony or junk snack?
I mean, same. Potato chips
Potato
are perfect.
chips. Yeah. Any specific brand, flavor?
I like those giant bags of Cape Cods that they sell at Costco. Like just
I've been eating.
I should never buy them again because when you have endless access to potato, you could just keep
forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've been eating salt and vinegar potato chips like every day for maybe 3 weeks.
You really have. It's a weird phase of your life.
No, like I can't get enough.
No mouth sores.
I'm like, Judith, what are you doing for dinner?
Bit.
She's like,
my gums are bleeding. It's really uncomfortable, but I keep eating the fucking chips.
She's like, a chips and a bottle of white wine. That's dinner. I'm like, okay.
It's like spicy foods that like you have to keep eating.
Seriously, I'm addicted. My mouth is bleeding, but I'm addicted to the chips.
Your last meal on earth?
Perfectly cooked French fries with Kewpie mayonnaise and vinegar on the side, malt vinegar on the side, and a tub of, I would say Haagen-Dazs vanilla, but it's really cookies and cream.
Okay. I mean, if it's really cookies and cream,
are you gonna cross? Are you going to cross the streams?
Separate.
Okay. There's no dipping of the fry in them.
Okay.
No.
And then,
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure.
Keep them separate. Shout out somebody, like the best thing you've put in your mouth lately.
Shit.
What's the best thing you've eaten?
I was in Japan like a month ago.
So was
I
she.
was in this tiny town outside of like Kyoto and Osaka called Sasayama. And I couldn't find any place to eat. It was late and it was our last night there and I was by myself.
I'm getting so excited.
I know.
I found this tiny little bar that was like the only thing in town. And there was like, it was like family owned. It was the guy's mom ran the served, his wife served, and this like chubby guy was working like the yakitori and making everything else, doing tempura. And he had this like lettuce cabbage thing that was rolled with pork belly, not smoked, and then skewered. And so it was like cabbage pork belly yakitori.
Cabbage
and he
is
just
so
glazed
underrated.
it. And it was fucking crunchy and a little bit smoky.
I'm so excited.
I have a picture of it, and it's like a little bit like not burned, but like, you know, when you get like gas burn and like it's kind of not the flavor you're looking for, but like it kind of is.
Can you send me this? Can you text me this
I
photo,
please? I have pictures and videos of it. I have like a whole setup of all the yakitori that he did. But it was like, because I was like disappointed in some meals. Like I didn't get to eat in all the places I wanted to. And like I was going to do this collab with this guy that does fish molding. Whole long story. He's a dentist. But whatever.
Weird pivot.
But I like didn't get to I didn't even eat sushi when I was in Japan.
Wow.
Which is kind of crazy. But this last meal was like everything that I wanted.
That you stumbled onto.
And
that
you
was
didn't
the
even
only
expect
place
it. And
in town.
that is
I
the
love that.
best.
That's really
Oh my
great.
God. All right. Yo,
thank you for telling us that story.
Yeah, thank you for telling us that story. Thank you for giving us
and the rest of it. All the rest of the stories too.
I need to go back to Japan. Tell the people at home, my parents, where they can follow you on socials or whatever.
You can follow me at Ilan Hall. Just my name, first name, last name. And that's on Chef Ilan Hall on TikTok, I think.
And on Food Network all the time.
On Food Network a bunch. I'm doing some more Food Network in like a week and a half. So I'm still doing that, having fun in Flavor Town. And
my dream is to meet Guy. Like maybe we can make that.
Oh.
Go to a food festival. Where is that? Go to South Beach. That's where he goes.
Yeah.
He'll always be there. He's very accessible.
Okay.
He's super friendly.
I was him for Halloween last year.
That's amazing.
That's great. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate
could talk
it.
to you for like 8 more hours.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can do it not with cameras.
Right?
Absolutely.
I know.
Or just
Let's
I'll
do
set
it.
up my phone.
I mean, we don't do that. We don't talk to each other.
you only talk to people.
Yeah. But maybe for you, we'll make an exception.
Yeah, we'll see.
Amazing.
The rest of you, our socials across the board are Put It In My Mouth Pod. You can donate or give us money to keep this podcast
or
going.
sous vide machines.
We'll accept payment in sous vide machines, immersion blenders, etc. Thanks for being here, Judith. You're my best friend. I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you.
We should end it always like that.
Oh my God, we should.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay.
The rest of you, go forth.
Yeah.
Put it in your mouth.
I love you too.
Bye.
What is I like it? What I like it? I like it. Yeah.
Put It In My Mouth podcast is recorded in New York City at WTF Studios and hosted by Lala Zimsky and Judith Basich. It's produced by myself, Lala Zimsky, and entirely self-funded. So if you would like to support or sponsor an episode, please reach out to putitinmymouthpod@gmail.com. We would love to take your money. You can also support us on all socials across the board at putitinmymouthpod. Our intro and outro segments were created by Tyler Milliron. Our theme music was composed by Javier Dunn. Our editor is Saeem Asif. Please leave a review. It means the world to us and helps us get seen. Thanks for listening.